So I was actually in the ring taking pictures of Grand Champion Zeus, Grand Champion Blue, and Grand Champion Hangman. It's hard because there's so many amazing photographers. So we have to do things to stand out. To me, I want as many people as I can to shoot my dog because literally everybody's eye is different.
Hi, welcome to Bully Girl Magazine podcast. I'm your host, Gigi, and today we are with our guest, Mary Scribner, bully show photographer and breeder. And you're with your furry friend, Hellfire. It's great to meet you both. Thank you for joining us. Could you share the story behind the creation of Simply Khaotik Photography and how you became involved with bully breed dog shows?
Yeah, absolutely. I originally started with my kennel, Simply Khaotik Kennel, and I had an XL bully named Khaleesi, and I used to show her a lot. And so I actually started to take pictures of my own dog. And then since I was already there, I was like, oh, I can take pictures for my friends. And then they really loved it. There wasn't a lot of photographers at the time. Support my friends and people that I knew, get some memories of their kids showing, because that's my favorite. And that's pretty much went from there.
I love that. I love that the name of the dog was Khaleesi. I love it. Why is the Simply Khaotik name? How did that name come up?
Because literally, it's always chaotic. Everything is always chaotic here. Especially when you have crazy dogs, you do photography. It's just chaos all the time. So it's just us, Simply Khaotik. That's what we are.
Chaos and creativity together, great match. So, really glad. Okay, tell us what inspired your photography style, especially when capturing the essence of bully breeds. Like, what are the special characteristics of bully breeds for that?
The one thing that I love about bullies is the smile. I love a bully smile. I love to just capture them. You know, everybody thinks that they're a certain type of dog, like they're aggressive, they're this and that. And I love to be able to take the pictures to show that they're not. These are great dogs that can do amazing things and they have wonderful personalities.
Yes, they do. Bully breeds have a distinctive presence. How do you ensure your photos capture their unique characteristics and spirit?
I always try to make sure that I capture them at their best. I never want to post a picture that I wouldn't be happy with. So I always try to make sure that I get the right angle. I'm one of the people that if you're in the ring and your dog isn't stacked perfectly, I'll say, hey, move that foot or, something just to get them on the right track to make sure that we get the best picture that we can because I want to represent your dog to its best.
I love that. I was reading about your story and you were sharing something very personal, very incredible. I really admire you and congratulate you because you're in remission. But you told us that when you first started showing and doing photography, you were battling cancer. Please tell us about your journey with this.
So I'm a woman. I actually battled ovarian cancer, and had to go through the procedures with that, and it kind of dampens your spirit. And the main thing that got me out of it was knowing that, hey, I have these dogs. It's not fair to them that because I'm going through something that they're just here. They love it. All of my dogs, they love people. Most of the time I like to go to a show because you get to see your friends, it's just like a big hangout. And I love it. And a lot of the times that's what got me through it was knowing, hey, you're not by yourself. You have your people there. You have your dogs there. So it was just most of the time that was what got me out of my issues, was just knowing, hey, you'll get through this and let's go. Let's make our future worth it.
I admire you so much and congratulate you. And what would you like to tell someone that is at the same place, battling with this and trying to, have both worlds together?
Mm-hmm. My thing
is personal life.
Right. Don't make it a job. My thing is it's not a job to me. It's something that I genuinely love. Like, I love the dogs, but I mean, it's not the only type of photography I do. I love everything about it. And that's the main thing. Do what you love. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Just do what you love.
I love that. I love that message. And the dogs have a very special energy that bring lots of joy, and what could be better medicine, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think most of the time I'm more happy to see the dogs than I am the people.
I feel you. Yeah. So, could you walk us through your process of preparing for a dog show or shoot?
Yes. So normally, like I said, I have to give myself a pep talk because dog shows are long. So I like to make sure that I have all of my batteries charged. I normally like to do reels as well. So I make sure that my cell phone's charged, my camera's charged, my laptop, my tablet. Uh, Sometimes it's great if you're actually at a show, you can take a quick break and post like a little sneak peek. Like I like to post best in shows at the show
Mhm.
because people are always
Yeah.
at home. Who won? Who won? It's always fun to post those for the people that aren't there. So I generally have those. I have a ton of batteries, but it seems like I never have enough. And I have a ton of SD cards. So I try to keep those charged. It doesn't always work, but I like to do at least four.
And do you run out of battery very often or memory?
So at Nationals, I filled my SD card up. Luckily, I had a backup, but I tend to not run out of my batteries. And I have charging devices.
So, how long are these shows? How long would be a national show? How long
Um,
would it take?
I'm gonna say at least like a job, like 9 to 5, at least. Depending on how many shows, you're looking at. Sometimes they'll run like 9 or 10.
Oh my, they're really long. And
Yeah.
so, do you put a limit like to how many pics you take? Like when
No.
I'm with my dogs at home, it's like I could fill up my phone. So if that's your
Mhm.
work, how do you manage that?
You know what? I just go. I just shoot until I can't shoot anymore, and then I figure it out when I leave. I've left a show with 9,000 pictures. Like it's you got to think it takes 300 pictures to get one good picture.
I love
So
that.
I don't ever put a limit. Because, like, what if you stop and then you miss something? That's always what I worry about. Like, if I'm booked for a show, I'm there the whole show. And I will literally shoot until I can't move the next day. Then I'll figure it out. Because I'm always like, what if I miss the best shot? I can't stop now.
Oh my, I understand. And that's like those unique moments that you need to be
Mm-hmm.
capturing. So I get you. Um, so, what has been one of your most memorable moments while photographing at a Bully Breed dog show?
It was definitely nationals last year for me. So I was actually in the ring taking pictures of Grand Champion Zeus, Grand Champion Blue, and Grand Champion Hangman when the judge made them do the down and back. And it was literally all three of them coming straight at me. And I was able to get so many pictures. And I know all of the people personally. I've taken pictures of their dogs for years. So it was like touching for me because it's like all of my friends, like, you're just happy for them. You just want them all to win. And it's just something amazing to watch three amazing dogs do what they're supposed to. Like they stole the show. It was amazing.
I love that. And you get to build this community with the people that know you at the shows. Do you also build a community with the dogs? Do they recognize you?
Oh yeah. So one of my favorites is probably Grand Champion Liu Kang, and I've literally photographed him since he was a puppy. Quincy Hendrick owns him, and he will get in my lap, and I'm just like, okay, my camera's down. This is just my buddy. So yes, and you just love them.
Oh my, I love that. I love that about your job. Why is Simply Chaotic Photography set apart from other photographers in the Bully Breed community?
I think that it's hard because there's so many amazing photographers. So we have to do things to stand out. What sets me different is ever since I've started, I'm a very organized person. So I like to actually put my photos and group them on a website. I like to try new things. I think that's one thing that sets me different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how do you manage to capture the dynamic and sometimes unpredictable nature of dogs in your photography?
My favorite
Are
thing
there
is
any tricks?
the continuous shoot. I love it. Sometimes when everybody else is focused on one thing, if you just happen to watch, you'll notice the dogs and the owner. What it mainly is the relationship that they have. And I love to see like the dog interacting with its owner or handler. That's the best. Those are the best pictures to me because you capture the love, you capture the time, everything that they've put in the relationship. That's probably my favorite thing. Candids are my
Oh, I
favorite.
love that. Do you make shoots of owners with dogs too, not only the dogs?
Yes, I do. I have done several of those, and they're always my favorite because you sometimes when they're done, they don't know that you're still shooting, and you'll just get them like telling the dog like you did a great job or something. Those are always the cutest shots.
Oh my, that's great. Yeah, like those authentic moments of not paying
Hmm.
attention to the camera. Hmm.
And just having a good time.
Um,
Oh, those.
I love that. You shoot different genres. Tell us which other genres you shoot.
So I am a bully photographer first, but I'm also an on-breed photographer. I have shot several AKC shows. I have just booked my first livestock show. I actually also do boudoir fashion. I've actually been published over 120 times for those. So I do a little bit of
Wow,
everything.
that's amazing, and it's all connected with your passion for photography, and it all
Yeah,
helps you like make the most amazing work. Um, how do
fun
you
too.
work with? Sorry to interrupt you. Could you repeat that, please?
I said it's a lot of fun. Shooting more than one genre is a lot of fun because you meet so many different types of people.
Yeah, that's amazing. And how do you work with dog owners at shows to get the best out of their pets for a photo?
Sometimes it's great for them to have like their favorite toy or noisemaker and like stand like to where we want the dog to look. It's great to use them for distraction.
I love that. And like that's is it difficult at times like to get the perfect shot? Like the dog
Yeah.
energy brings a lot into the how do you like sometimes you need them to be still or
A Bluetooth speaker. That's a tip. We all use Bluetooth speakers. They help so much. If you make like a playlist, that's a tip for a new photographer too. If you make a playlist on YouTube of like squeaky sounds, cats, dogs, horns, and just play it, you're bound to get at least one good picture.
that. Yeah. So what challenges have you faced in your photography journey, especially in the context of dog shows, and how have you overcome them?
The biggest challenge I think is that there's so many of us now. Before it'd be like maybe two or three. Now there's a ton. And the thing to get through it is to basically build your network. Like I have my repeat customers, just get out there and market. That's the only thing we can do. Go to different shows, go to as many shows as you can, and just network.
Yeah, and pop out and bring your own personality
Mm-hmm.
into it, right?
Yep.
Okay. And have there been any particular bully breeds or dogs that left a lasting impression on you? And if so, can you share a story?
One of the dogs that I mentioned, it's probably one of my favorite dogs, is Liu Kang. I started shooting him when he was a puppy. I met Quincy at a dog show, and I shot him, I believe, at Purina Farms when he was a puppy, and I just fell in love with him. So I was there as he gained his champion title, as he got his grand champion title, and then in 20 he won nationals. I was there then, and so it's been fun to build a relationship with his breeder, his owner, and to also watch the dog mature. Because you see a dog, it's great, and then you watch it blossom into what you know it can be, and then you're just like, oh yeah, that's probably one of my favorites. And a side note, I actually locked him in to use him in my program. That's another great thing about going to dog shows is you meet people, and it's always better to see a stud in person, watch them mature, watch them produce, and then say, hey, you know what? My dog's not perfect. My dog could actually grow from adding that to my program. You build your relationship, and it's just a way that we can all work together and build something beautiful.
I love that. And you're part of the process of their life, of their story. That's
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
Um, what role do you believe photography plays in changing perceptions about the bully breeds?
To me, I think that it actually plays a big perception. You see so many people that say, oh, that breed is this breed is that, this breed is that. All it takes is one picture. What about all the pictures we have of them with our children, with other animals, in public? You can't tell me that this is a horrible breed when we're doing all these things that everybody else is doing. So to me, I feel like that could make a huge difference. If somebody that doesn't know our breed, they see this, they say that breed's not that bad. So I feel like it can make a huge difference.
Yes, I love that. It's so important. People are sometimes scared or have misinformation. So I love that
Mm-hmm.
you can bring all this awareness or, make them more relatable. How do you stay updated with the latest trends and techniques in photography? And how do they influence your work at dog shows?
So there's a lot of amazing photographers out there. I follow some of them. Um, Literally the up and coming photographers. I like to watch what they're doing, not necessarily copy it, but try and see or even ask them. James Abba, Jonathan, like Quincy even. There's a ton of photographers out here that are just, you ask them. The worst they could do is tell you no. And I mean, I've learned so much just from watching and asking. YouTube is a thing. I mean, we have so many things right now. TikTok, Instagram. There's so many different avenues that we can use just to learn. And I learn something new every day. So
I love that. And now we have all this information. And like you said before, you have to love what you do. And now
right,
everything is there. So if you love something, you just investigate it. Yeah, right.
right.
And what equipment do you find indispensable for capturing the perfect shot at a dog show? For example, you were telling me about the Bluetooth speaker,
Yeah.
but do you have any funny accessories like Lucky Charms or rituals or something or scents?
Okay, so my favorite thing to use, and everybody always laughs at me because I do it, but I use an extra lens cap if I'm trying to get a dog's attention, and I just throw it, and of course it hits the ground and makes a sound, and the dog looks. And that's it. I have like 40 of them, so they work fantastic. If I lose one, it's okay. But yeah, it's always good to have something that you can get their attention with, but it's not going to distract them. That's my thing. I always try to stay out of the way because at the end of the day, these people paid to be here. They don't, I don't want to distract them from what they're doing. And
Yeah,
you
they are at the
handlers.
show.
Handlers will
Sorry,
help.
could you repeat?
You can use your handlers. The people in the ring, if you want a good shot, say, hey, I need a shot. And once you build that rapport with them, they'll help you get it because they want the best shots.
Right. They are there with the same objective. So
Right.
can you share any tips for aspiring photographers who want to specialize in pet photography, particularly bully breeds?
Yes, my biggest thing is angles. Angles absolutely matter. And to me, I'm so picky. If you're shooting a dog and the front looks fantastic and the back doesn't, take those 2 seconds and tell your owner, hey, can you fix the back legs? Because those matter too. You want the full shot. I'd literally say angles. The lower, the better. As a photographer, we get in some crazy positions to get the shot.
Yes. So you've been to a show, you come home, you have all this material, and now you have to choose. What's your approach to post processing images, and how do you decide on the final look of your photos?
So I use Lightroom. That is my best friend. I love Lightroom. You can set your presets. I feel like if you have your lighting and everything correct when you're taking your pictures, post processing isn't very hard. It's just the point of going through the images. I suck at culling
Mhm.
right then because I'm worried if I'm going through my camera at the show, what if I'm missing something? So I tend to just kind of scroll through. I like to have clean shots. The ring sides are my favorite and specifically side stacks, because if you're taking a good side shot of a dog, you can't hide anything. Like you're going to see the muzzle, you're going to see the silhouette, you're going to see the hocks, everything. So those are absolutely my
Mhm.
favorite. I try to keep my style pretty much the same. So it makes it a little easier if you use presets. Presets are your friend.
Yeah, I imagine. And with all those pictures, you have to like develop a system like to
Right.
go crazy, right?
hmm Yeah.
So, so how has social media, particularly Instagram, influenced the reach and impact of your work?
So I've actually met a lot of people through Instagram, and I've booked shows off of Instagram. My pictures have gone viral on Instagram that I've taken. It's basically a way that you can connect with people that aren't where you are and, build that rapport, build that network. We're all still growing. I mean, it's hard to organically grow your followers, but I feel like once you get there, the ones that you have matter. So it's just so fun
Mhm.
to like meet somebody and say, "Oh, we're friends on Instagram, we're friends on Facebook," and then put that picture to the face, and it's fun to me. There's so much you can do.
Yeah, a lot, and it opens up a window of possibilities. Um, could you discuss a project or photo shoot that was particularly challenging or rewarding?
Probably the nationals was that's probably my most challenging and rewarding because your nerves. It's like the biggest stage of the year, nationals. So you're nervous. You're in the ring with so many other amazing photographers, and I mean there was a bunch this year. And then I'm still newer, so I'm still learning. So there's Deshaun Landrum, Georgia Bailey, James Abba, like these huge names in photography. And then I'm there and I'm just like a starstruck kid, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to get in here too. And then you get the shot, you get home and you see the shots that you get and you're just like, wow, like I was there. Like, I don't even like, it's just the point that you were actually there. To me, that was so rewarding because it's huge,
I love that. Could you give us a name of someone you admire, a fellow photographer or someone that you felt really excited to be next to and working
Oh,
together in the Nationals, for example?
I have quite a few. When I first started, Deshaun Landrum, he's taken pictures of my dogs and then he's encouraged me and helped me. George Bailey, Jonathan, Quincy. I mean, they're all, James Abba, of course, is amazing. It was fun this year. We did the meet and greet. So it's all of them. I mean, they're all amazing. They all bring so much. Those are definitely photographers that I enjoy working with and next to.
That's great. And how do you see Simply Chaotic Photography evolving in the future, especially in relation to Bully Breed dog shows?
I'm hoping that in the future I can book some more shows, travel to some different places that I haven't been, because there's so many dogs out here that just haven't been out and I haven't been photographed, or you find that one special dog that you're like, wow, where'd this dog come from? Like, that's what I'm hoping to find. I definitely want to learn more. I want to, experience work with videography a little bit more, like different types of editing. So I definitely just want to grow. Like, just in general, I just want to grow and flourish. And I want everybody else to as well.
Well, you will, because you're great and you're doing a great job. So I was checking your Instagram. By the way, you should go check it out. It's Simply Khaotik Photography, with a K, 2 Ks, chaotic with K at the beginning and the end. So go follow her. So what advice would you give to dog owners looking to get professional photos taken of their Bully Breed dogs?
To me, because I was once that dog owner looking for the photos, to me, I want as many people as I can to shoot my dog, because literally everybody's eye is different. And especially if you have a stud or you have litters, there's no such thing as too much promotion. Like, the harder you push yourself, the harder you push your dogs, your brand, the more people are going to see. And all it takes is to get noticed by the right people, and then you never know what will happen.
Absolutely. And finally, is there anything else you'd like to share with our readers and with our audience about your passion for photography and Bully Breeds?
I just want to say that I appreciate everybody that supported me. I appreciate all the friendships that I've had. I even appreciate the negativity, because it's all growth. I feel like all we can do is learn from anything and just grow from it. And I just look forward to seeing what everybody is going to do.
I love that. I love that. So how can our audience reach you?
I'm on Facebook. It's Simply Khaotik. That's Khaotik Photography. My Instagram's the same. Pretty much, I try to keep everything the same because it's easier that way. My Facebook is Mary Scribner, so I'm on there as well.
I love that. Mary, it's been great talking to you. We're really excited to see what the future brings for Simply Khaotik Photography, and we hope you have a great journey. And so thank you for joining. Is there anything else you would like to say before we wrap up?
No, thank you guys for the opportunity, and I look forward to many more experiences with you guys. I love the whole everything, the website, the magazine, everything. I think you guys are pushing a great message, and I'm excited to be a part of it. Thank you.
We're so excited to have you. So thank you all for joining. Don't forget to follow Bully Girl Mag on Instagram. And don't forget to purchase the latest issue of Bully Girl Magazine. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, Mary. Bye-bye.
Thank you.